What's up guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. My name is tonibryanne, and in today's video we're going to be discussing if everybody's becoming that girl or inevitably becoming the same girl. So this topic is something I have discussed so many times in my own private time with my sister, and we have all talked about how everybody is literally becoming the same. However, I did not think to do a video about this until this TikToker sparked my interest and made me want to talk about this in its full entirety. This TikToker was talking about how every girl is inevitably becoming the same person. Take a look at this.
In the quest to becoming that girl, are we all just becoming the same girl? I was reading this article on Twitter written by Ali Ariane, and it was discussing that topic, and I don't know, I think we might be. I was also listening to a podcast that was discussing how society is becoming more homogenous because we're able to kind of surround ourselves with like-minded people due to social media. Just something to think about, you know?
So just from a 15-second video, I was ready to go on a rant, and I am so excited to finally do this video. So I broke this video down into 2 talking points when it comes to the aesthetic of becoming that girl and when it comes to looking like that girl. So without further ado, let's get straight into this video. So starting off with the that girl aesthetic. I mean, who does not dream to be the most glamorous, fit, productive, motivated version of themselves? I mean, we all kind of do, and that is what the that girl aesthetic is. That girl is a trendy aesthetic that is being pushed on many platforms, especially Instagram and TikTok. It consists of girls eating very healthy, waking up at 5 a.m., going to the gym, going to yoga, journaling, being able to focus on their mental health. I did a video speaking about how to become that girl, but I did it in what I felt was a more realistic way. Though once a very motivational and healthy movement, the that girl movement has become extremely outlandish and unattainable, and in some aspects very unhealthy. I mean, some of these women fulfilling the that girl aesthetic are pushing very unrealistic and unhealthy eating habits, sleep habits, and just overall unrealistic daily routines. Most people, specifically women who work 9 to 5s or just have a regular life, aka not influencers, bloggers, vloggers, content creators that are extremely wealthy and have a huge following, they cannot achieve these unhinged goals. I mean, if we're being real, the that girl movement honestly pushes classism and elitism. It has become increasingly gentrified and has a particular look. If you look and scroll on TikTok, you will see all of the women that are getting pushed, at least on the app, that come up with this content are skinny white women who live in the most idealistic city. That city being LA or New York City, which are the main cities being pushed on social media as the dream world and the aesthetic world, especially when you're considered that girl and make that girl content. And in connection to all these women moving to these cities that are considered aesthetically pleasing, they're all getting the same exact apartments, and these apartments are like the modern luxury look. Everybody has the same white walls, the same exact cabinets, the same exact counters, the same exact couch, the minimalist aesthetic. It's all the same, and everybody's becoming the same person. Nobody wants to use colors, nobody wants to be different, everybody just wants to look the same and look like they all have it together. And it's honestly becoming very boring. The aesthetic is getting played out at this point, and I just wish that more people would try and push to be more themselves and authentic to themselves. But aside from where you live and what city you live in and it being considered aesthetically pleasing or trendy, I'm gonna do a whole separate video on that most likely if you guys want to see that. The that girl aesthetic that is being pushed primarily is very unrealistic once again. I mean, the average woman cannot wake up at 5 a.m., go to the gym, shower, cook breakfast for themselves, cook breakfast for their kids, get the kids to school by 8 a.m., and then get to work by 8 a.m. And then these day-to-day women are expected to get off work at 5 p.m. if they're able to get off work on time, pick the kids up from school, bathe the kids, help the kids with homework, cook dinner, meditate, do yoga, drink some wine, and attain to their husband. Oh, and don't forget meal prepping. Then clean the kitchen and get all that done by 8 p.m. and then repeat at 5 a.m. in the morning. It's just unrealistic for the day-to-day person. But this is what every woman is trying to be, the same exact person. And this is due to every woman that doesn't walk around with Lululemon, doesn't go to the gym every day, and doesn't eat a healthy fruit bowl. They're now considered lazy and don't care about themselves. And these women are afraid to admit that they do not have this ideal lifestyle.
This looks like a lovely way to live. The only thing that really worries me about this type of wellness aesthetic is the sense of shame that people will feel when they can't achieve it. or that they might have to give up a part of themselves in order to achieve it.
And I must say, it has become completely absurd for women to have to live up to these standards that are completely unrealistic. With all these women becoming that girl and wanting to become that girl, everybody has become unmistakably the same. All these TikTok videos are nearly identical aside from the username.
So I don't know about you, but I kind of love watching these that girl videos. They have a very specific look that I've been starting to think about as like the wellness aesthetic, which has a lot of similarities with like the blogger minimalist aesthetic. They all have this specific clock app, lots of iced coffee, bowls of grain. Mostly there's something very white about most of these videos. There's very little color and definitely no semblance of like an ethnic culture. The most color you see is often in the bananas and apples. And this is just an observation.
It has honestly become refreshing to see content that is not geared towards the that girl aesthetic. Content creators are now trying to push the more non-aesthetic routines that are more realistic to the average person, and even showing their quote-unquote average apartments. So my next talking point goes into the look of that girl, and this has to do with plastic surgery, the way you dress, and the way you appear as on social media. Aside from everyone trying to achieve the same exact lifestyle, everybody is now appearing to look the exact same. Recently, a cosmetic surgeon has revealed the 5 faces of beauty of today's standard. And these are his most common requested looks that he gets from his high-profile clients. And most likely, these people are celebrities and influencers who basically have a hold on society as a whole. 2 of the most popular cosmetic looks that he has seen, especially in 2020, were these 2 faces that we're going to speak about in this video. These faces he labeled as the Faline face and the doll face, which is more seen on social media, specifically reality TV, Instagram, your influencers, all of that. He stated that the Faline's face defining features are a small nose, tight forehead, cat-shaped eyes, and raised eyebrows. Some examples of stars with this look are Kendall Jenner, Bella Hadid, Taylor Swift, and Megan Fox. So moving into the doll face look. The defining features of this look are high plump lips and cheeks, big eyes, small noses, sometimes with large, slightly feline eyes and eyebrows. Some examples of celebrities and influencers with this particular look are Kim Kardashian, Kylie Jenner, Ari Fletcher, Tammy Hembrow, and Alexis Sky. I mean, I can honestly go on and on about the amount of women that have this particular look because this is the look that we see on social media a lot of the time. This is what I call the Instagram look, though I think it is quickly changing to more of the Faline look that people are wanting, the more natural face. But the doll face look has had us in a chokehold for I think almost a decade now, at least in the height of the social media era. And let's not forget, most of these women that I listed allegedly have had BBLs, and we all know BBLs have taken over. The BBL and the doll face look is like the typical Instagram model look, like let's be real. Just think of the amount of times you're on social media and you see your favorite celebrity with a new girl and you're like, wait, wasn't he just with the girl that looked like that? Or she looks like this girl? Or even questioning why everybody looks the exact same. Like everyone literally looks the same, especially in the celebrity and influencer world. A lot of women have the same exact look. So this cosmetic surgeon made a point to say that Kim and Kylie Jenner are basically the standard of beauty today. They have the look that a lot of women, and I'm gonna say particularly white women, because I don't see black women exactly trying to aim for this look, but the look that a lot of white women want now, which makes them look a bit more racially ambiguous. And honestly, I think this is changing a little bit because I think being skinny is coming back in, more of the Paris Hilton look. But for a very long time in the prime of social media, the curvy body, the big lips, the tan skin, that has been very popular, especially among white women. And with black women or Hispanic women, the BBL look, the frontals, the weaves, the big lips has been very, very common. And when it comes to black women, I am not saying that black women have not always had big lips. I mean, we always have, but a lot of women are now achieving this certain Instagram model look. And we all know what this look is. So this doctor said that a lot of the women that are aiming to look like Kim and Kylie Jenner ask for specific cosmetic procedures, and this is what he offers them to get that look that they have. He stated that patients generally have a rhinoplasty, brow lift, dermal fillers, Botox, and a BBL along with a combination of skin tightening. Plastic surgery has become increasingly more common, and that is because it is more affordable and accessible than ever before. And that is because many plastic surgeons are now providing payment plans for these women. Women are trying to become social media famous. Many women are being influenced to get these looks because the social media look, this is now the standard of beauty in many, many different elements. And with the popularity increasing, prices are now becoming more hit or miss. And my last and final point is I'm going to talk about fashion. I feel everyone literally dresses the same. Just going to school and seeing many girls in my school, I go to a predominantly white school, and when I tell you all the girls literally dress the same, and it's the TikTok look, the minimal look. And this is what I also call the New York City look, because this is what many of the white girls in New York City dress like from my time being in New York City. It's the slick back bun, the gold hoops, and then the very dark clothes. The nudes, black, browns, just neutral colors in general, that is like the standard look right now. And I've seen so many women at my school literally all have the same look. And though they look great, okay, they're looking very fashionable, I'm loving the aesthetic, it just is getting kind of boring and nobody wants colors. The same minimalistic and boring aesthetic apartments are now becoming fashion, and it's now exciting to see people use at least a pop of color. Everybody literally just looks and dresses the same, and I don't know why we're not trying to step outside of that box. And it's gotten to the point where I just get so interested in seeing people that are more quirky and trendy and unique and just live in their own box, because we're all literally becoming the same person. So just to wrap this all up, I just wish that everybody would just be themselves and be their most authentic and true self. I'm not saying to get rid of all of that girl values. I do think that there are some very helpful values in that, which is like eating healthy, doing your skincare routine, making sure you're taking care of yourself in general. But I think you need to make these values more reachable and realistic for you. Everyone just needs to be themselves and love themselves. I think what makes us all so interesting is that we're all honestly different. Though we all may look and act the same, we are different people, and I just cannot wait for being authentic to you and being different comes back, if it ever does. And you do not need to wait for it to come back. Just be you now. And if being you is dressing minimally, you like grays and dull colors, I don't want to call it dull, but if that's what is authentic to you, then of course I am always rooting for that. But if it's not authentic to you, it is okay. You don't have to look like everyone and be like everyone. I think what makes everybody so special is that we're all so different. All right, guys, so I want to know, of course, what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you think that everybody's becoming the same person? Like, I just feel everyone literally is, and that there's no diversity in this world anymore. Like, I don't know how much worse it's gonna get, because it just seems that everybody is just the same. But let me know in the comments down below if you guys like this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I will see you all in my next video. I love and I appreciate you guys so very much. And I will see you all in my next video once again. What the hell? Okay. Bye. Mwah.